all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Bossman show here. Joe Gallo, the Merrimack Warriors here out of Massachusetts up there in the Northeast. Coach, how's things up there in Massachusetts, Coach?
Things are great. We just got back from a 5-day road trip out to Western Pennsylvania. Had two really good wins. Going into the weekend, Robert Morris was undefeated in the league at 4-0, and we were 4-1, and St. Francis, Pennsylvania was 4-1 as well, and we were able to go out there and pick up 2 wins. So we hopped back on a flight this morning, and we're back in the Boston area in first place in the NEC. So it feels pretty good.
Yes, indeed. Well, Coach, you're in the middle of year 4 leading the Warriors. What has been your greatest accomplishment in your mind so far since you've been hired there in 2016 there?
You know what? I would say, even with the Division I transition, last year winning, the league we were in Division II is one of the best Division II leagues in the country, and we won the conference tournament title last year for the first time since 2000 at our school. So anytime you do something that hasn't been done in 19 years, I think is a huge accomplishment. And then obviously, in our second game ever in Division I to go at Northwestern and win on the road at a Big Ten school was, another milestone as well. So, I would say one of those two, pick which one, but, one was took a little more. It was a whole season thing, and winning an actual title and then going in that one game and that one moment was huge for our program at Northwestern as well.
And Coach, talk about the D1 transition. I know it's a little bit different for us. You can't probably play postseason, different things with scholarships.
Yep.
So can you just kind of explain for our listeners and the audience what are the things you guys are kind of having to endure as you transition from D2 now to D1 in the NEC?
Yeah, so right off the bat, so in Division II, you're only allowed the 10 full scholarships. In Division I, you get 13. So we got the full allotment right away. Another big advantage that we were able to do is in Division II, you're not allowed to work with your players in the summertime. But in Division I, you can do the 8 weeks of summer and have them up there lifting and working out. So our administration was great. Those two things were two very important things to me. And they gave us the full scholarships. We were able to bring in a really good freshman class, and we had our guys up, all summer that, implementing our system and getting our old guys and our new guys on the same page. So, those were two early things that were added to us right away. Then the next steps are, some more staffing. Most Division I programs, just about all really have, 3 full-time assistant coach and director of basketball ops, and some even go further with video and other positions. So right now it's really only myself and 2 other assistant coaches right now. So we're kind of just a 3-man army here trying to take on the world.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, coaching, but for me, you already have this great amount of wins here, 12 wins and 6 wins in non-con, and you're a transitional school. So what tells me you had a great thing going already, in your transition, for sure.
Yeah, we were, and we've won a lot of close games. We have 3 seniors that, they started just about every game since they stepped foot on campus. And, we played in 3 straight Division II NCAA tournaments. And those guys have just won a lot of games. So sometimes, even early in the year, people asked about that Northwestern game. Of course, they were bigger and faster and stronger at most positions, but they were playing a lot of young guys, that have never even played in college basketball game before. So, when you have 3 seniors who have won, 65, 66 games in their first 3 years, no matter what the level, you get to that under 4-minute media, and it's a 2-3-point game either way. You have, one team that has a group of guys who's been through it, and a lot of time on some of these other rosters, there's some guys that haven't been in those moments before. So, our guys have, it took a few games to adjust to the new speed of the game, but from the mental side and being in close games and winning close games, I have a bunch of guys that have been through the ringer already, so that's really translated.
And, Coach, I think it's really, really important going forward is the strength and conditioning program, because playing against the D1 competition with bigger, stronger guys, faster guys, you need to be stronger in optimal shape and speed there. So having a great strength coach, get the guys to eat right, sleep right, and also prevent injuries by being stronger and being physically fit and their core intact will be very important for you guys going forward as player development. It takes even more. Yeah,
and that's going to be huge because we think as a staff we have a pretty good eye for the basketball side of things. And in these early years we're going to have to get creative. So we may have to take a kid who's a little bit on the skinny side, or maybe we have a freshman right now who he actually hurt his foot early in September, kind of set him back a little bit. He's been playing great now, but he came in. He was a thicker kid, probably maybe 15 pounds, a little on the heavier side, but the basketball was never an issue. So we're going to try and get creative in our recruiting, and that's when that strength and conditioning side of things, to either bulk a guy up or slim a guy down, or get guys eating right and sleeping right. We'll take care of the basketball side, but and recruit that right skill level. But we are going to need guys in the weight room and doing all that stuff to get them on par physically.
Speaking of the recruiting piece, I know you're pretty much in the Boston area there. Great place to be for a young man, a vibrant city. So on the recruiting trail now being D1, what type of guys are you able to go after now to come to your program that you couldn't in D2 now? And I'm now, with the success you've had so far, I'm pretty sure the phones have been answered a little bit more now.
Yeah, you know what? It just makes that first conversation a lot easier. We were able to, anytime you win a league, you probably have a few players that can play in a league above you, right? So if you're winning the NEC, you probably have some guys that can play in maybe the CAA or the Atlantic 10, and that's how it was for us as a Division II. If you win that Northeast 10 conference, you're going to have a handful of players on your roster that are probably Division I guys. We just had to wait around a little bit longer in the past and, sift through guys waiting out the Division I offers and seeing what they can get and having to stay on top of them. And it's a little bit easier now. We had 3 scholarships in this class, and we already filled all 3 of them in the early signing period. So just that Division I announcement and being Division I, really it makes that first phone call. Oh yeah, I know you guys. They see you on the ticker, and it's just a little bit more known now than just being. Even when you talk to people all the time about the success you had as Division II, it's just a little more of an unknown entity, and it never got people as excited as it does now.
Yes, indeed. And also, I kind of mentioned a little bit, but getting 6 wins in the non-conference schedule, when you got to play guaranteed games, be on the road a lot there, and your team faces adversity, has to make you really happy knowing that your guys pull through, knowing they're in a different level of competition and how they competed that well for you in year 1 of this transition against better competition for sure.
Yeah, it's been great, and I think that's really helped, especially in a weekend that just passed, because we before Christmas, we had a non-Division I home game, but we only played Army before Christmas. We had one true home game before Christmas, so we spent a lot of time on the road. I think our SID informed me last night that William and Mary has 8 road wins, and then Merrimack and Hofstra have 7 road wins, and those are the 3 teams with the most true road wins in the country. So to be in our first year and to be in company like that, having the second most true road wins at this point in the season is makes me very proud.
Now on the court, Coach, I feel like your team got better the most during non-conference. I know when you play non-conference, you're kind of trying to find your way, find different rotations, see different styles of play. So we feel like your team really improved on really, really well during non-conference slate there before you got into the NEC conference for real.
Well, you know what? We play we have a system on both sides of the ball. We play an extended 2-3 zone. That's been unbelievable for us. We actually lead the country in turnover rate. We're turning our opponents over, about 25% of their possessions. And then we have on offense we play, similar to how Michigan used to play under John Beilein with some of that 2-guard front stuff. So our guys really know what we are and who we are. And we just really work on our system every day. And the other thing that's helped is we're actually redshirting a couple guys. So, out of our 13 scholarships, we redshirt 2 freshmen. And then we have a sophomore who had an injury, and he decided to redshirt as well. So those 10 guys, at least 9 of them, they know they're playing, and they know they're in the rotation. That's really helped with chemistry. I actually just read an article. Eric Musselman done that at Nevada, and he's doing that at Arkansas now. He said he used to hate, he'd be an assistant and he'd go into a locker room that's trying to play 13 guys, and 2 guys ain't happy on a given night, or another guy doesn't know if he's going to play. With us redshirting these guys, we've really allowed these 9-10 guys to just come out every day and get better and play with confidence because they know the rotation is what it is, and I think that's very helped. It's really helped these guys get some game experience under their belt. Practice is one thing, but the best way to get better is to get thrown in the fire and see what you got against other people.
And putting out 10 guys, Coach, you keep guys very fresh and happy. You keep guys engaged as well. When you have at least those guys alive, and when they get in the game, they get some run there. And also, come tournament time in March, we got to play back to back. Having that depth to be able to play 9-10 guys on that third day or whatever you have to do to win it, try to get that bid, it's going to be very important when you have guys who have been live all year long and playing and in shape there.
Yeah, it's been great, and we've actually had we've had 8 different guys lead us in scoring this year on different nights. So it's kind of pick your poison at different times. Our defense has kind of been a constant, but it's been really a different guy every night. We had Idris Joyner, who's our starting 5-man really at only 6'4". He had 28 on the road at St. Francis, PA, and 11 from 12 from the field, and that just kind of. I don't want to say it came out of nowhere, but it was a career high, and he picked a pretty good time to do it on the road against the other first-place team. So, it makes it. I think it makes us a little hard to guard. We don't have, Javaris Hayes has the ball a ton, and he's been our leader for 4 years now. But it could really be anybody on any given night that could, step up and make that big shot down the stretch.
And Coach, yeah, tough game against Fair Dickinson this weekend here. Greg Herner does a great job. He's very energetic, of course. We know he's very energetic.
Yeah.
And they got won a game last year in the tournament there. So tough test against those guys. What's on film as you get ready for Coach Herner's team there?
You know what? We have a ton of respect for G. He's a Merrimack alum, and he's very proud of it. He supports our program. When I first got the job and we were at Division II, he had us down and played them in an exhibition game 4 years ago when my seniors were freshmen. So it's his teams are going to play hard. They're going to play with a ton of energy. They're just coming off a big win. I think they struggled a little bit in the non-conference, but he's not scared to go out and play everybody. So it's really hard to gauge who they truly are until conference play comes, because they went at Notre Dame, they went at Kentucky, and that's kind of been his thing the last couple of years, is going out and playing the big boys. So we're looking forward to the challenge, and our guys are up for it. There's Caleb Bishop, their starting 5-man, played at St. Anthony High School in Jersey City, and my 3 seniors all played with him for Coach Early at St. Anthony in Jersey City. So there's a lot of knowns between the two programs, and we're just looking forward to go out and compete.
That's what I got for you, coaches. Is who were some coaches and some individuals in the business of coaching really helped you in your career, and guys you kind of lean on when things get tough for you?
Yep, that's right. And he's Greg's been like a mentor, and he's always a phone call away, and he's been texting me every year since I got the job. Anytime we have a big win, he always reaches out. So it's kind of all love when it's going to be Merrimack versus FDU between Coach Arenda and myself.
I'll definitely be neutral. I like both of you guys already because I've been on the show too. So I'll be very neutral. I like both of you. So either way, I hope everybody leaves healthy. That's what I'm hoping. Everybody leaves with their health, because I know it's going to be a good battle between you and Coach Renner for sure.
Has he told you about his radio show?
Yeah, he told me he'll have me on his radio show real soon. He told me that he'll be out in Jersey and New York. He told me all about it, the Greg Herner show. He told me all about it offline for sure.
Greg Herner show. He's had me on twice. He hasn't had me on in a couple of years now, but I got to get back on that thing.
Me and you both. We got me and you both. But Coach Gallo, have a great week. I hope to talk to you real soon. If you're coming to Final Four Atlanta, I hope to see you down here as well, Coach.
JR, I appreciate you having me.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
This is a Golden Beast production.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.